about our gear, anything like that. So, we did do the finals. Rich Ellswick won the singles tournament.
Sweet.
Then Rich and Sam Andrews won the crowd favorites. I came in at a third, and I understand, that's okay. You guys don't like it. But,
Well, at least you came in.
The pro fights, as I said, will be like the duels. However, you get to shield punch. Woo. You get to punch them in the face. You get to kick them. You get to do takedowns. So, it will be a lot more action going on, and we won't have to stop Sam from doing that.
Sorry. Hello guys, so we still have a lot of people that are wanting to come in, so if there are any empty seats next to you, please squeeze in so that we have room for people that are outside the door, so that as many people as possible can enjoy the show. Thank you.
Also, if your name is Kate, and you are missing a tiny little flask,
I'm Kate.
So if you can come up here and please tell me what is on the other side of this flask, I will let you have it. Provided there's something good in it. I'm sure it's really only Collie juice in there. Also, while you guys are waiting for everything to go on, if you would go into your little DragonCon app and make sure that you like all of the tournaments that you've seen today, that enables us to be able to come back and get bigger rooms so that there is not standing room only. For us and for HEMA. So we both appreciate that greatly. And then I know that we have, hold on. I'm old and I need my glasses. So we've got tomorrow, we have Medieval Myth Busting in the Centennial in the Hyatt at 10 a.m. At 11:30 a.m. we have Bizarre Techniques of the Sword Masters, and that's in the Kennesaw, which is the Armory Room. And then at 2:30 we have in the University Room at the Hyatt, I Am a Warrior. I'll be on that panel along with some of the HEMA fighters and other fighters. And then finally we have at 4 o'clock on Sunday, Evolution of the Sword in Techwood. So that's the remaining panels that we have. So feel free to mark those if you would like to come.
No, not really.
So do we have anybody here that is looking to start fighting? Because we had several fighters that have actually started because of a convention. So for those of you who are questioning whether or not you can get into this, you can start. We have fighters starting at 16. I'm almost 52 and I'm still fighting. So it's a wide range, whether you're male or female, it does not matter.
Okay, folks, we're going to be getting ready in a second. I want to plug some of the awesome people who are involved in this experience. All right, sorry about that, folks. Let's try that one more time. I want to plug several of the awesome people and the amazing things they've done here. One, Tech Ops and the amazing stuff they've done. I don't know if you guys were here last year, but the lighting and all this amazing cool stuff they're going. Hey guys, give us the crazy lights. Give me the crazy lights. That was them. That's awesome. They're making this show even better because of the kind of stuff they do. So please remember all the volunteers and all the people who do the amazing work at DragonCon for all of us to have a good time. Next, Cult of Athena is our sponsor this year. Because they're our sponsor this year, we were able to change the cage. We were able to make a bigger fighting arena and all sorts of fun stuff. Please check out Cult of Athena and all the amazing things they can provide and sell you. addition to that, prizes for the fighters were provided by Age of Craft. Age of Craft is a European armor and medieval equipment vendor. Lots of neat things, ageofcraft.com. And then we have a couple special guests. We have Dragon and some of his apprentices and such here today. Some of you may know who Dragon is, some of you may not. Chronicles of Riddick, a lot of the armor you saw in that, he made. So he's amazing. Nice. Joe and the March, The Messenger, if anybody knows that movies, a bunch of the armors in that were made by him. So, either way, it's super awesome to have somebody who is a true artist about medieval armor that we use and fight in. So, thank you very much. We're going to get our first lineup out on the field as soon as they're ready, and I'm also going to discuss some of the rules for pro fighting.
Rules?
Oh wait, I'm sorry, one last thing.
There's no
Jonathan McCartney, can you please come to the stage? Jonathan McCartney, come to the stage. All right, so the tournaments earlier today, the duels tournaments that we had, one of the things that we always do at DragonCon is we have all the competitors vote for who they thought was the coolest, the nicest, the best, the most sportsman, whatever the reason for voting for it is, they vote for who that guy should be. They're getting a $150 gift card from Age of Craft. In turn, Jonathan McCartney was voted as that guy. 150, just in case you missed that part. All right, I'm going to go down into the arena and get somebody to be a test dummy and discuss the rules real quick.
And here comes the test dummy. Now, if everyone would stay out of my way.
Okay, so some of the things about pro fights. These are rougher, crazier, and much different. One of the things that's very similar to the same rules of MMA. So in turn, when he gets thrown to the ground, just go to the ground, we're not going to throw it right now. So he got thrown to the ground. I straight up can put a knee on his chest and start punching away into him. You have 10 seconds to score points when your opponent's on the ground. You can score up to 3 points while they're on the ground. Also, he's fighting back, so he can score points while he's down there. It's a lot of fun. He can twist, roll, and take advantage. Whatever happens goes. There are no kicks to the head or body while he's on the ground, so I can't stand here and just start blasting away into his ribs. That's not okay.
Yeah, do it.
The other thing that comes into play, any strike with your fist, with your shield, with the blade of your weapon, with your knee, with your feet, all count as points. Any of those, if they hit hard enough that he actually gets displaced, we in turn get 2 points instead of just 1 point for that. So now the marshals have this, well, the judges are going to have this horrible time of trying to keep track of all the different points that they're going to earn as they do it.
We love you, marshals. Thank
you. It's a very challenging job. The other element that's come into play here, in the 3 of the matches, it's going to be 3 2-minute round matches. Ooh. Okay? That's rough. That's going to be hard. These guys are going to get exhausted by the end of these rounds. They're going to get a minute and 90-second breaks, depending on which format and time set they're using. And then the last match of the day is going to be 3 3-minute rounds. Another really cool thing, this is the first time ever this gets to happen. Well, first time on the East Coast, without question, first time for DragonCon. WMFC, World Medieval Fighting Championships. We have been officially recognized by that organization for this tournament that's about to In In addition to that, on the WMFC Knights website, where it has the scoring and tracking of all the competitors throughout all the tournaments, there's only one American on that list, and that's from 2013. Only one. So after today, there's going to be 8. So we're ready to get this show on the road? Another element comes into play because of the style of this fighting and the fact that it's very similar to MMA. We also have weight classes. So all these fights are actually based on the, well, they should be relatively matching in size and weight. So from earlier we have Nicholas Homa, who's representing from Memphis. Woo. The Memphis Jackals. To the right we have Jonathan McCartney. You'll notice something here. His shield, the colors, they kind of match my colors. Kind of why you'll McCartney a little bit louder there. Palmetto Knights. He's out of Rock Hill, South Carolina. Right? So I need a stick or something. All right, timer. You ready for 2 minutes? Judges, are you ready? You guys got here scoring? Okay. Fight!
Stop the time. That is one thing we will not continue fighting through, is when you lose your helmet. We want to continue fighting our opponents. So, we like having tears with them afterwards. And as much as you can see getting rough and tumble, every person here leaves a friend out of that area. We do have all sorts of straps and everything inside to keep your helmet on, but with the rigors of this particular fight, it takes a little bit of time, and sometimes you can wrench that apart. So, it does, and leather can slip. Now, when something like this happens, he has 1 minute to get that helmet done. After that, it goes to him. It goes to his opponent. So 1 minute to get that fixed. So that's why it's very important to have somebody in your corner as a second. So yeah, when you're a duelist, you always have a second. Woo! Fight! Some issues with that strap. Bring his sugar loaf. Alright. That's why everybody's running. He does get a whole new minute. steel. His hair looks fabulous. Let me just point out that his second is his girlfriend, and that's one hell of a woman to have in your corner. All right.
Yes, please.
We've got kicks. We've got knees. No! Visor just came out for good. Nine, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stop guard. And now we have 1 minute 90 seconds for him to gain his breath back, get his helmet fixed, and figure out what happens next. And I can tell you from experience, when you are so exhausted, it takes that minute 90 seconds. And when you're fighting that minute 90 seconds seems like forever. When you're waiting and trying to regain your energy and your strength, it seems like it's gone in like 2 seconds. So you do the best that you can to get everything tied in. And you've got to learn your armor inside and out. And when you, as someone who has gone to overseas with the American teams, the women fighters never fight the same time as the men fighters. And so a lot of times we are there to help with their fighting, with their equipment, because we know exactly what to look for. And then they come and support us the same way. So having someone that's not a fighter helping you, it takes a lot to learn on how to get something done and get something done quick. And sometimes you have to do what you can to get it to work, like paracord, like duct tape, all of that, just to make it work. And that's all you care about, is getting through the next fight. So what did you guys think of your first pro fight? Did you like it? A little bit ramped up, don't you think? What about our VIP? What did you think, sir?
When you do a movie, you get all day to do the fights because you're wearing aluminum armor, not steel. Realize you're wearing 1/3 of the stuff. When I was in Planet of the Apes, we had 50 pounds of costume on. And their armor weighs much more than what we were wearing. You know what? These guys kick butt.
Got 10 seconds.
Come on, Memphis!
Oil. I can tell you as a fighter, this is very frustrating because you try not to let it get into your head. And I do want to point out how chivalrous it is that the other fighter is not taking advantage of that. So, we all want to win the best way possible, so just be aware of that. When we're fighting other countries, sometimes that does not happen. You got that. 15 seconds. Catch your breath, recenter yourself, and be ready. Alright, here we go again. Stop fight. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. 1 minute timer for the other fighter. He is fixing his shoulder cop that has come loose. You spend this time resting as the other fighter. And those of you who saw the earlier fights, both of these gentlemen have fought all day long. Ready? These are true endurance tests. Make some noise for these fighters. They're both down. This is where it gets hard for the marshals because they have to be able to see when these fights are happening. They have to see the strikes. Get this fighter, help him get up. Help him get up. You got this. Pam, medic to the front. Pam, please come to the fight. And this is the point where the fighter wants to continue. The marshal has to make sure the fighter is safe enough to continue. That fighter is done. Let's get it to the fight.
So earlier, those of you who were here earlier, you actually saw the duels and the various matches like that. This was completely different than that, yes? Jonathan was a high-end competitor in those duels. He was in the top 4, so on and so forth. This is how rough this is, how brutal this fight is. Next we have for you, the ladies. So we have Christine Shapiro. Oh, I'm so sorry. I am so sorry. Oh, gosh. Forgive me. We have Christine Napolitano. She's out of Columbia, South Carolina. And we have Asia about to walk in here. She's out of Wilmington, North Carolina. So we weren't the first WMFC fights in the United States, but we are the first women's WMFC fight in the United States. So both my ladies have their corner men. Where's your corner man?
Persons!
I want to make sure I can
opponents in the corner.
Make sure you got people ready. So I got people ready on both sides. Ladies, if you come into the center to get this fight started. Woo!
They kill each other!
Now we're going to get the saber strapped to Christine's hand. Now, before any of you all think that these weapons are weak, just let you know that these weapons have been through hell, just like all of our armor. And there comes a point when we have to replace our gear. These are just tools that we use in order to fight. And so, ready? Just a minute. We started the timer when Larry was showboating, so I get a little bit. Okay. All right, ladies. All right, they're continuing this fight. Every point has to count. It has to be a good shot, and they have to connect, whether it's with a shield, with a weapon, with their knee. It has to connect. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stop by. Now they go to their corners to rest and get water for 90 seconds. As you can see in the corner, everybody has straws because, trust me, getting a mouthpiece into your helmet is not worth it. And to get your straps off and all of that without a liftable grill, that's the best way that you can get water in. And again, we would like to definitely thank our sponsors, Cult of Athena and Agent Craft, for helping us out, as well as we have t-shirts available to the side for $20 that help support us as well. So, and if you're waiting, go into your app, star us, give us a great rating, give us what you feel is worth it, because we would love to continue to keep doing this if I can actually talk. 30 seconds warning, fighters. 30 seconds. Believe me, every second counts when you're trying to gain your breath and re-get your energy back. So that was just round number 1. They still have 2 more rounds to go. 2, 1. Fighters, get back to the center.
Come on, Asia! Sweep the leg!
It does take a lot of endurance for this. And as you can see with the men and the women, it just keeps going and keeps going and keeps going. That's why these pro fights, it takes a lot to get ranked. But as I said before, both of these women will be the first women of the United States to be ranked in a pro fight on WMFC. Not even something that I did. You guys are here at a very historic moment, so hopefully DragonCon's down the line. We will keep adding to that website. But 30 seconds, fighters and crew, 30 seconds. We have to make sure that they get in their helmets and are strapped in, ready to go, because they can get docked points if they're late. Yeah. Woo! 4, 3, 2, 1. Next round. Final round, ladies. Make it count. Use your shields. Use your body. Keep
be safe when you're coming down.
Well done, ladies. Well done.
Versus actually, using a microphone, the technology. I'm sorry about that. So, to be clear, Asia won the first round.
All
Racine
right.
won the last 2 rounds. So the focus team won the tournament. Yes, they will both be ranked on the WFCKnights.org website.
All right, we have Sam versus Sean. Sam and Sean. Doc, the doctor, and the Marine in the kilt.
Hit that like button if you don't mind, my friend.
Oh, he's not in the kilt anymore.
Okay, so a couple things just to make things a little bit clearer. Originally, the doctor was supposed to fight the bull. Unfortunately, the bull got injured earlier, so we had to have another fighter step in.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
The Marine volunteered.
You're awesome.
So basically, we're going to see if what is the Marine Ninja certification called again? The Marine Martial Arts Training. What's that thing you guys? So the McMap Marine Corps
Very cool.
training. Let's see if that pulls through versus years of your martial art was Ishinryu Karate. That has a lot to do with this in addition to being able to sword fight. Of course, there's endurance and all those lovely things. Fighters, are you ready? Come on, Marine!
Hoorah!
As you will notice, they are actually entering this fight with maces, not swords.
Ooh.
The doctor is coming out with a buckler, and Sean is fighting with a teardrop punch shield. Sean's got a little more range on his mace. And again, all strikes count, whether it's from his mace, his gauntlets, his punch shield, his kicking, everything counts as long as he connects. One thing I love about a mace is it never misses.
No, it doesn't.
1 minute, fighters. Both fighters are also fighting in period shoes, which is actually what we have to fight in. So you will see them slipping a little bit on this carpet. Nothing but leather between them and the ground. 30 seconds, fighters. Remember, Sean, you've got a punch shield for a reason. have 90 seconds to rest. Get water and try to catch their breath again. And get any pointers that they can from their seconds. That is the beauty of being outside of the eric, is you can see what the fighter is doing and you can give them pointers. Because I can tell you, no matter what, when they're fighting, they don't hear anything, except for you guys screaming. Yeah, and the occasional stop fight or the ring of the bell. So what do you guys think so far? Do you like it? Do you want to see more pro fights next year? Oh yeah. Yes, please make sure that you put that in your notes on the app. 20 seconds. Time for round two. Goff is at a disadvantage because he has a buckler and it's not nearly the strength as a punch shield. However, it's very easy to get in front of your opponent's eyes and block his vision. Come on, Roger, keep going! Come on, guys. Doc backs out. He's not resting, he's trying to taunt that fighter to come in at him instead of taking the going in and doing the advance. Because he wants just that, kick you. 30 seconds, fighters, 30 seconds. Get those points in, come on. Give him some love, everybody, come on. To rest, and we will go into the third round.
Hey, come down, Marie!
Yes, Sean lacks in fighting experience. I think the Marine Corps training kind of makes up for that.
Yeah, it does.
Hoorah is right. And again, each fighter is getting advice from his second, telling them what they need to do and advantages that the seconds can see that the fighters don't necessarily see when they're fighting. You have a much limited view in your helmet when you're fighting.
I bet you do.
These helmets would never have been very good for arrows, I can promise you that. 30 seconds, fighters, 30 seconds. How many of you are ready to do a pro fight? You think you can do it? Yeah, me neither. I'm way too old for that.
Thank you for liking. I appreciate it.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Center up, fighters. This is the third scores and we will find out who won. And again, both of these fighters will be internationally ranked. For the United States of America.
First round went to Jonathan, the doctor. So one of the hardest things to do in this sport, we do have one more fight, by the way. One of the hardest things to do in this sport is when you're stuck working while your loved one is in the field fighting. For example, the doctor's girlfriend was up on the stage doing her job. So she's not allowed to support him. She's not allowed to help him while the fight is going. So she has to sit there and not participate the way she wants to. Rough game to play like that.
That's why I think the doctor's girlfriend should start fighting. So it's a family thing. Woo! I also want to give big props to Sean because not having prepared for a pro fight and being willing to step in for that kind of endurance takes a lot of guts. Other fighters have been training specifically for these fights. He did not. But he's a Marine, so you know. Got that chutzpah pulled out somewhere.
All right, so Sam Andrews on the left, or Captain Shepard, as we all know him. So at Battle of the Nations is the World Championships competition. It is one of the premier of the sport. This year was the first year they did pro fights as a competition at the Battle of the Nations tournament in Rome. At that tournament, Sam was the first American to represent us in the pro fight category. Okay, yeah. So, as soon as he's ready. By the way, at the Battle of the Nations tournament, he got a pile drive into the ground and had to yield his match after that, because that was pretty rough. So, as soon as Rich is ready, which Rich needs to be ready.
If you were here earlier, Rich claims that he's 24. Somehow, I think the gray hair gives him away a little bit. It's the wisdom.
He's got this.
But we do have the top two audience choice fighting against each other, so, you know.
Okay, so we are going to go past the time limit. We are going to get yelled at for going past the time limit. It's just going to happen. So, hold on. One, we have to respect DragonCon. We've got to respect the volunteers. We've got to respect Tap Cops and all the work all of them do. So I know you want to talk to us. I know you want to get to know more and all this kind of stuff. That's why tonight at 8:30 in the Armory, we're all going to be hanging out for you to come say hi. That's the Kennesaw in the Hyatt bottom floor. Right next to the blood drive. So, we're going to go over, but as soon as we're done, I'm sorry, you need to get out as fast as you can so we don't feel that too much. All right, let's go. Fight.
This is probably going to be the last fight of the day.
Already you can see that these guys have been training for this for a while now, but even now they're starting to get a little bit of their endurance. Moving around and all that run, swinging all those all day long. Takes its toll on you. Come on, you guys. Get to your corner, we're just going to call it right there. So we are going to not do the last 8 seconds and let them have a little bit more rest. And just so you know, when you actually get hit with these weapons, you feel it all through your entire body. When you get hit in the head, the repercussion inside your helmet can literally shake your eyeballs. And so concussions are very common, but when you get hit in your chest or in your body with a weapon, you feel that. It's not necessarily a pointed shock, but you feel like you've been hit like that over and over again. And it can take its toll on your body. So these gentlemen have been fighting all day long. And putting the pro fights at the end of the day is a little bit torturous. but a lot of fun, don't you think? Also, since we will have to have you clear out right after this, 10 seconds, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Merry Christmas!
This is round 2. Woo!
Okay, you can tell both of them are getting tired.
And again, both of these guys are fighting in period shoes, so actually doing a kick can be very dangerous, both of them. They're both in a grapple. Sam is trying to get Rich down, but Rich is blocking it. Rich is like a wiry little monkey. And he's taking the opportunity to get leg shots in. Oh, nice shield touch. Rich's shield is a little bit longer, so he's got a little bit more reach. So Sam has to shift around to get around that shield. Sam is using his body to push Rich to the corner. And just holding him there. When this happens, your best bet is to just rest until the marshal centers you up. You okay, Sam? 1 minute 45, gentlemen. Both arms are locked right now. Sam is blocking his shield, or Rich's sword. Minute 30. Use that shield, Rich, come on. Separates them. All right, help him get up. Come on. Steer him on, you guys. Let him go. I know. I misspoke. There is still one more round to go. So yeah. And y'all think going to a con is a little bit tiring.
Yeah, try this.
Exactly. As you just said, try running a marathon, driving a bus, and swinging a hammer all at the same time. Once you get to a certain point, it's so hard to even just raise your hand with nothing on it. But all of these guys have at least 20 pounds of armor on their shoulders. And that helmet is weighing down on their body. So everything is connected. so that you are fully protected. So when you raise your arm, you're literally lifting a small child over your head, and then it's a big giant weapon in your hand as well, and it's off kilter. So you've got to keep lifting that and keep lifting that. So as much and as easy as it is to say, keep swinging, a lot of times you just don't have it in you to raise your arm one more time. But as both of these guys have done, you can see that's when they resort to kicks. So yeah. Oh, and by the way, while we're waiting, since you all will have to leave immediately after this last fight, we do have t-shirts still available in green and in red for $20 each for the DragonCon Cup. So feel free to come up and grab those really quick. We will also have those for sale at the meet and greet at the Armory after this, or tonight. All right, we are ready. The last round, gentlemen, the last round. Because they need it. These guys are both exhausted. Three minutes to carry.
takes turning. All right, folks, thank you much. Tomorrow, Centennial in the Hyatt, 10 a.m. We're doing Mythbusters. Meet us tonight at the Hyatt, the Kennesaw, at the Armory. And if I got a couple volunteers, I'll take them. But you need to be you need to be willing to lift things.
There's a black one on top of the subway.
What's it hurt? Yeah, if you're willing to lift things, we'll take it.
You're off, Mike. Yeah, thank you. I'm just letting you know. I'll give it to him.
Yeah, help tear this thing down. We'd love to have you.